I swear we're starting soon. Welcome back, everybody, to Trails in the Sky, 3rd chapter. Welcome back. It's your boy, Trilightning. Just jamming to the music. Honestly, Ermit's Garden has such a good music. But yeah, we are continuing, and this time we are actually moving forward with the plot instead of lollygagging around. Last time we did get Joshua and Estelle's backstory somewhat, and Agathe and Tita. Basically, Agathe being tortured by Tita's mom. That was basically the chapter. The rest was Estelle and Joshua growing up together, which was a fun segment. I kind of liked it. It was good. But yeah, today I actually want to continue the story, believe it or not. The main story. We have 2 more star doors to do, but I think we're going to keep pushing them back because we just got Ren, and we can continue the main story. I mean, you might have guessed that from the thumbnail that we got Ren, but yeah, I'm super happy to guide you and be along with you because this game slaps so far. We are only in stream 11, and we seem to be fine. All right, here we are. Let's see if the audio comes through. I hope so. Let's go. By the way, follow me on Steam. You can send a friend code. I think I also have it in the description. Did I put my Steam profile in the description? I don't remember. Hello, Ren. All right. Chapter 5, Ermit's Garden. We got our party. Ren comes with a bunch of really good orbments. That's good. Just saved. Let's go back to the 5th plane, to the umbral midpoint. The umbral labyrinth. Actually, we've been so long away that I actually don't remember where everything is in this. There's a memory door over there. Which one was that? To choose left or choose right, only the card knows what feature holds. If you wish to step inside, present the card that governs fate. Alright. I don't actually remember where we were in this one. Or where we need to go. There's like only a few paths we can take. But also we have Ren now, so... Let's see how she does in battle. Alright, calm down, Estelle. What crafts do we have? Calamity Throw. Throws a scythe, rending foes in its path. KO 10%. A spinning attack that hits foes in the wide area. KO 10%. Interest craft that we already know. KO 50%. She's basically very strong. Hmm. $2.3k seems decent. Okay, her voice straight up sounds like Mickey Mouse. I don't remember if this is forwards or backwards. Just kind of a problem. I think this is backwards. I think this was backwards. So yeah. All right. Fucking guard turns.
Goddess, my thanks to thee.
I think we have one more section of this labyrinth. So yeah, I think we came over here. And this is where we basically were stopped. I think so. This would mean... Yeah, this is basically the way forward, right? I see a not open treasure chest, so that has to be it. Is it slowing down for you? I don't know if there's a little bit of a slowdown going on. The thing is, we should actually not have any performance problems at all with this game, because this PC can run Kingdom Come Deliverance 2 at 60 FPS, so it should actually be possible to run this game. Celestial Bomb. We are both empty. I'll take the Celestial Bomb. Okay, so this leads straight ahead. Another door over there. Didn't we use like Death Scream and then literally killed everything in sight? Yeah, I think that was it. Let's go, Estelle.
We're good to go.
We have tons of Sepith. What did we get a kitty suit? Kitty suit. Oh my god, a soft costume that resembles a kitten. What? That's a massive upgrade for Ries. It's a decent upgrade for Estelle too, but for Ries, it's a massive upgrade. We could probably grind here for more stuff, I would say. Is that a star door? It is. Bring to me the playful minstrel and his closest ally against the beast they seek to overcome. Only then shall the door open. That's Olivier and Mueller? Against the beast they seek to overcome. I hate this one. I think I used all of my S-crafts last time. have him vanish.
I've worked up an appetite.
Oh, interesting. Amble bracelet. You're the sister here. Does thou shall not steal ring any bells? That prevents freeze. That prevents faint. Prevents movement or speed down. Interesting. To be honest, this area was kind of easy. I think the areas themselves are rather easy so far. Like traversal and everything is just relatively simple.
That's that. Let's move out.
I mean, if that could be called a pet peeve, if you would think so. It's not really in my case. I'm just saying that where most of the difficulty for this game so far comes from is the bosses. Which, you know, like, the bosses are hyper difficult at times, even. But so far we managed to at least get by on every single one of them, so... Ren starts so way back every time. Alright. Giardino. Now they want us to upgrade Ries. Giardino. It's slightly better. Around 100 strength. I'll take it. Alright. Let's kill the smaller ones. Bye, Ren.
Done yet.
$3,000 Mira. Empty. Someone must have taken the chest phrase that used to be near. Alright. Even here, it doesn't seem like there's a lot going on. This enemy, but that's about it. Alright. Wow, I didn't even see those. Here's the thing. Let me use my S-crafts if I can. Because it doesn't make a lot of sense keeping them around. Because at Hermit's Garden we can instantly set our S-crafts. A lot of Sepith. Every time. So it doesn't make a whole lot of sense to even, like, entertain the notion of leveling our S-crafts. That does seem to be the end of this chapter. There we go. Let me go to Hermit's Garden. Hello, Ries. Do you want all 3 slots? Yes, you do. Hello, Estelle. You too? Joshua should already be upgraded. And Ren is already upgraded. Oh, yeah. That is good. That is good. Everyone has 3 slots now. Good job. I'll keep it for later. Let me synthesize some quartz though. Oh, we can get a topaz gem now. If we wanted to. Alright, it does make sense that we would have that much quartz. So we definitely can make a ruby gem. From winds, we can make an emerald gem. Or a wind gem. Definitely want that. Time onyx gem. That is just... Oh my god, this is good. I actually want 2 of those. Space. Gold gem. Yes, please. Mirage. Mirage gem. I actually don't have enough. Or a silver gem. Interesting. So we're getting the final upgrades in terms of quartz already, yeah? Let me go to Joshua. Joshua, you have action 4. Do you actually want a onyx gem? Yes, you do. Estelle. Estelle has attack 4. I think she wants a ruby gem. Ren already has a bunch of them. Ries, instead of HP 4, do you want a... Oh, we don't have the water gem yet. Alright. But someone has to get another onyx gem, so I'm proposing that Estelle get it or Ries get it. Memory. Yeah. Let's give it to Ries because she has the utility of being a water. Annalise, what are you doing? Well, you heard what Ren said earlier, right? About how this world changes as a result of what people inside it want. Yeah, but what does that have to do with this? She's desperately trying to wish a stuffed toy into existence with the power of her mind. Hey, I'm trying to concentrate here. Can you be a little more quiet? Should I go with a fluffy, beady-eyed palm? Ooh, maybe a nice silky bear or a super soft panda? There's so many wonderful choices. I can't decide which to go with. Concentrate. You can't even decide what you want. At least focus on one of them and see how that goes before getting greedy. All this crap about how Phantasma's made up is giving me a headache. But it doesn't take a genius to figure out how just so strong the fiends in it are getting the farther we get in. We're going to have to get a hell of a lot stronger if we stand a chance against them. It's an interesting concept, I must say. Who would have thought this world changes in accordance to the thoughts and desires of those within? If what Ren was saying about discovering that being one of the conditions to moving on to the 6th plane is true, then we must be reaching the end to this particular plane. What do we have here? It seems the situation we're in is more severe than I feared. Discovered a number of rules that govern this world, implemented by the Lord of Phantasma. But what if they created a rule that dictates we can't actually leave this world? It's amazing to think that this world is where people's thoughts become reality. Even after all we've seen so far, I still find myself doubting that could even be possible, but it certainly makes sense. Still, if we assume that everything that's happened so far has gone according to plan for the Lord of Phantasma, then I think it's about time we started trying to change that, Ren? Take care, okay? Why are you so nervous around here, Chloe? What's going on? Oh, Ren! What are you doing here, Tita? Oh, I was just wandering aimlessly while I was preoccupied. Seeing you again made me remember all the fun things we did together before, so I've been thinking about those. Like the time we spent shopping and bought those really pretty brooches and stuff. Hehe, alright. That reminds me though. I found one exactly like them in a tiny little shop a while back. The jewel in the middle was red though. Aw, you're so lucky. They were all sold out of those in the shop in Gransel. I really wanted a red one too. I know, why don't we go on a shopping trip together sometime then? We could all go somewhere really far away. You'd like the Eastern Quarter in Calvert, that's for sure. You could spend a whole day shopping there and never feel bored. Really? I wonder what kind of cute accessories they'd have there. Oh yeah, let me tell you about the pendant I bought a while back. Looks like they're back at good times in no time. This is actually so interesting and so cute that... Honestly, Ren has never gone back to Ouroboros, which is also like a +1 already for me. Like knowing that she's never gone back to Ouroboros. He seems to be sleeping soundly. His condition stabilized a lot compared to before. He still does have a small fever, but it's nothing worth freaking out about. A little fever never hurt anybody. All of Gambler Jack is on the bookshelf. What? All right. Oh yeah, we were shopping, right? Maybe we can buy some more weapons. Ceremonial sword. Yeah, those are not stronger. Calamity's rod. I think we have those already, yeah. Don't we? Skyfish, Damascus sword. Rose Ripper. I'm going to buy this for Ren. Armor. Battle Shortcoats. Is even good for Ries. But we want the agility on Joshua. I'm going to buy one for Estelle because she does seem to be good with that. The 4 skaters we actually need some more for Ries. I'm going to buy 1 pair for Estelle. Accessory. What is tools? Oh. Items. What do we need? Crest charm. sleep faint, poison blinds. I think we got almost everything except the prevents confuse. We're going to buy 3 of those. Can also buy 3 of those. What we could actually also do is just sell all of these. Right. Because as we're moving through the world, we're always going to get like stronger weapons. We won't need any of the old ones, really. Pretty sure that's how it works. Alright. I only did buy something new for Ren, right? At least I need to buy, need to get the Rose Ripper here. And Estelle gets the Battle Shore Coat and the 4 Skaters. Heat resistant boots. Alright, I think that's about as good as equipment as we can get. So let's sell off the rest, shall we? Probably a bad idea to sell all of this off, but who am I to judge? Alright. That's about it. Map of the local. How much mirror do we have? Let's buy some Tira Bomb. The problem is we need Tyrol Bomb and Reviving Bomb. 2 more Reviving Bomb. Yeah, and then we're out of mirror, sadly. Alright, 5th plane, Luminous End. Let's end the chapter, shall we? Alright. Save. Oh! Seems to be the end. Is that our exit out of this plane? Doesn't look like there's anything standing between us and it either. Time to make me dash for the... Wait. What's up? I can smell the distinctive scent of the underworld. And it grows stronger by the second. What? Are we gonna get surrounded by magic circles then? No, this isn't going to come from a circle. Coming from above... Oh my god, huge fucking spiders, what? What? Spiders? Oh, how cute, they're trying so hard to be intimidating for us, aren't they? These are the 3 gluttonous Arachne sisters. Kin of the 77 devils featured in the Testaments. They weave nightmares and consume the souls of those who wander into the labyrinth. So this is what real devils are like, huh? They sure look the part. But they're not gonna be enough to stop us. Let's get nasty. Right. Alright, let's see what we got. Servant of the Arachnid Sisters. Crawls rapidly and sinks its poisonous fangs into prey. Servant of the Arachnid Sisters. Crawls rapidly. Yeah, okay. They are weak to space. They are also weak to space. Eldest of the three Arachnid Sisters causes status with a cold stare. Second of the three Arachnid calls for aid when hurt and screams on death. Youngest of the three Arachnid Sisters sets an evil swarm on foes and lowers their stats. Theoretically, we want to have her removed. Alright. Do you also have clock up? No, you don't. I kind of want to attack this one in the back. Because this one seems to be the worst one out of all of them. Another clock up. Yeah, that's not great. There we go. That is not great. The only one that actually needs help now is Estelle. There we go. I'm taking this crit turn.
Upon the golden wings of battle,
Ouch. Alright. Who is this one in the back? Arachnid Sigma. Mother of the Arachnid Sisters. Calls for aid when injured. Drains vitality when angered. Okay, that was a bad call. That was a very bad call. I definitely need a softening bomb for Estelle. Ouch. Fuck you! Ah. Yeah, I actually don't want Earth Wall. There we go. Steals a lot from Estelle. But those arts actually damage a lot. Fuck me! Well, they managed to petrify 3 of us at the same time. Holy. Glad I have a lot of softening bomb. Please don't attack Estelle. Can you stop, please? Thanks. That is exactly what I wanted out of this. Yay. Seriously, you need to... What the fuck is this? You need to get into this fight. If you go into this fight without... Sorry, this is dumb. This is just dumb. Not a good boss. Just generally dumb. Like, look at this. If I equip everyone with... Oh, well, where is it? Prevents petrify. Do we not have anything that can prevent petrify? Oh, so it's even dumber. Do we not have anything that can prevent petrify? There we go. We don't have the money anymore. What can we sell? Fuck it, I'm selling the Umbel bracelet. It's probably... It's probably a good thing that we have that, but literally... Here, let me solve this fight. Let me just solve this fight. I really don't like fights that hinge completely on... Like it was fine for a while, but then they just got me in a petrify loop, and then it just... I don't like fights that really do that much. Like, it's okay to inconvenience you with petrify, but once like it's AoE and it affects multiple people and they just get you in a loop because they just keep spamming it, that's where I have to say is like it's a little bit much. Can we also prevent poison? Sure. Sure. Here. Fight solved. That's what I kind of don't like. If the game does this. You know? I still want to go for clock up EX. Let's attack the smaller ones too. Just, they literally prevented all of our arts! What? Ugh. Like, our characters are supposed to have speed up 50% equipped. And they still managed to do that. I want to give everyone the speed up first. Clock up EX. Oh my god, they're about to kill Ries. Can we at least land something here? Like, I swear to God. There is a crit turn down the line that I actually want to catch. Yep. Fuck that boss hard. There we go. Fuck all of those spiders. But yeah, I just... I already flopped this fight once because they got me in a petrify loop. You know. But luckily, this time they can't do it. Also, I now know that when I kill the second one, it just spawns a bigger spider that has all of the abilities. So I'm just going to kill these other two first. The eldest and the youngest. Yeah, not my favorite boss for sure. They really love going after ries. No, it didn't. There was not a single anti-petrify item in a chest beforehand. Absolutely not. The only thing is, I could buy an anti-petrify item from the shop, together with the anti-freeze item. That was it. I bought 4 anti-petrify items, and now the fight is basically over. I would say the series is usually very good about this, but to be honest, it wasn't really good this time about it. That much, but yeah. I really don't enjoy battles that hinge upon insta-killing a bunch of people, to be honest. That's why I, interestingly enough, I find that the Ren fight for second chapter is actually probably one of the worst battles in the second chapter. Together with the Löwe fight, but that has to be that is supposed to be like the hardest fight, you know. That is to be super tough. But yeah, both these fights were not really that great. Do you also have Curia? You don't. They love going after ries this time, huh? For whatever reason. We're just going to attack this spider. I have no idea what comes afterwards, by the way. By the way, Ren is super strong, I have to say. She's still 120, huh? I don't think I've ever had problems with the Richard fight, to be honest. That was the first game, right? The Richard fight. Let's do it, Ren. Ren is a fun character, to be honest. I can see why so many people in the in the fandom actually like her, because she's a super fun character, I have to say. Oh yeah, as party members, absolutely. Ren should go for Shadow Spear at all times. And Ries will heal Ren. The problem is it heals itself quite a bit. And the other problem is that I actually don't get any crit turns or anything, or attack upturns, sadly. There's an attack upturn. Alright, Ries. Use your S-craft. This could be Ren's end, by the way. If he decides to attack Ren still, she's going to be destroyed. Let's see if Estelle can prevent it. I think that's it.
We're good to go.
Yeah, we did it. A lot of Sepith. And the Ruby Gem. Oh god. What was up with that last one? That was so unfair. That must have been Sigma, the Free Sister's mother. And even she was not able to stop us, thankfully. What? That looks like... a sealing stone, but it looks different. Another sealing stone, huh? I honestly figured Ren's was gonna be the last. Huh? So it wasn't a pretty stone like that when you found me too? I feel like a princess in a fairy tale. You were kind of like a little princess, actually. I think this one may actually be different. The other stones had a strange sense of warmth when you held them. Not for this one. Really? Is it because it has something bad in it? No, instead of the usual warmth, it seems to have a cool, almost divine feel to it. Almost as if it might contain the goddess herself within. Yeah, sharp as usual. Knock off Löwe. Oh. He's here. Who's that? So, you decided to show your face again, did you? The priest is still unconscious, I see. What a shame. I was rather surprised to find out that he can only use his stigma's power against heretics. Even power of that magnitude is meaningless if it's so limited and has such repercussions. I almost pity him. To tell you the truth, I wasn't expecting you to reach this point so quickly. Your final piece is inordinately capable. Oh, might you be referring to me? Thanks to you, I ended up making my appearance... having to make my appearance sooner than I was expecting. I suppose I should have expected no less from the host of Gransel's finest tea party. Tee, that's very true. Regardless, I came to fulfill a duty, and fulfill it I shall. Think of that stone as a gift for gathering all the pieces scattered throughout Phantasma. It contains not an additional piece, but a rule book of sorts that you may find beneficial. A rule book? That certainly explains why it feels different compared to the others. Could this mean that you're finally ready to face us head on rather than continuously taunting us? Whether that time comes is entirely up to you. For now, all I will say is this. On the next game board, all of you will find yourselves face to face with a number of trials to overcome. He's escaping again. Wait a damn minute. Is that all you got to say? What kind of trials? A variety in all shapes and sizes. Even I will be one of them. You? Really now? I eagerly anticipate seeing whether you're able to overcome them all and make it to me. Don't disappoint me now. I mean, it seems regularly normal, right? That we would... Like, we're going to face him as a boss the next time, and then we're probably facing the Lord of Phantasm at the end in the final chapter, but yeah. Interesting, though. Oh. It's almost as if he can't help but try to taunt us. He stays just long enough to say something cryptic and then leaves before elaborating every single time. Oh, I just love those types. They both know who it is. Is something wrong? Oh, it's nothing. Anyway, we might have got nothing but cryptic teasers out of him. But we do have a new ceiling stone to unlock. I think we should head back to the garden and get to it. I agree. I'm quite curious as to just what this rulebook is as well. Did he really not appear before Joshua? I think Joshua and Ren know who he is. Or who he's supposed to be. I don't know if it's actually him because he died, right? In the last game. He basically died protecting us from wise men, so I don't know if it's actually him. Or just something that the Phantasm Lord came up with. The way it glows is pretty different compared to all the other ceiling stones. You're right, I wonder who's going to appear out of it. Chloe? Is something wrong? No, it's just... The light radiating from it feels somehow nostalgic. Huh? That comes as no surprise. It's her. What? She looks like... Oh, is it Chloe's ancestor? The one who sealed the aureole? I'm so glad I can finally communicate with you like this. Hehe, I wonder how many hundreds of years it's been since I was able to hold a true conversation. Your Highness, wait. You aren't... Are you... It's a pleasure to have the chance to meet one of my own descendants. And allow me to extend a hand of welcome to all of you visitors of my garden. My name is Celeste. Celeste D. Auslese. What does a D stand? I think we... So was it the aureole that sent her away into this dimension to stop her from doing what she was doing? Could be, right? I think so. Interesting. Let's save. Did we ever get what the D stands for? Because I think we did, right? I don't remember fully what the Celeste D. Auslese is. Was it her second name? Not entirely sure. Because, honestly, the reason why I'm asking is because I'm currently also catching up on One Piece again. So, you know, the D and the will of D is a huge part of One Piece. So, I don't know. That's literally the only reason why I'm thinking about it. Funnily enough. Alright, what's going on? You've reached the Emerald City Church. How may I help you? Oh, is that you, Kevin? I didn't think you'd be there already, so I was just going to leave a message with the priest. Oh, hey, Rufina. Yeah, I got here late this morning. How about you? When do you think you'll be getting here? I'm going to be a little late, I'm afraid. There's been an accident or something, so the train's been delayed. I probably won't be getting there until this evening now. Gotcha, I'll wait here till you arrive. I think Ries and the kids would get all bent out of shape if I showed up without you. Oh please, I'm sure that you're just exaggerating. Although speaking of Ries, I hope you've been thinking about how you're going to cheer her up. I've got it all planned out. I've been stocking up on souvenirs from every mission I've been going on. Should be enough to snap her out of her funk. I wouldn't be so sure if I were you. Girls her age are more complex than you think. Yeah? I guess she's not really a kid anymore now that she's 13, but still. Actually, that's about how old you were when we first met, right? Now that you mention it, it was. How time flies. Sorry, it looks like the train's about ready to leave. I'm going to have to go. She seemed older in that flashback, but I think I'm believing them when they say she was 13, so it was kind of better, I guess. I'll see you later then. Alright. If you get bored of waiting, you're welcome to go on home ahead of me, of course. Got it. See you later. Man, how time flies is right. Have I really not been home in 2 years? And I guess that makes 9 since I met Rufina. So she's 22? Alright. I really hope Ries isn't too grumpy when we finally get there. Kevin? What is it, father? Has something bad happened? Well, I've just received word that someone spotted a group of men dressed in all black at the edge of town. What's worse is they were supposedly heading for the mountain path. You don't think? If they were, Astor House might be the target. I fear. Do you have any idea what could be going on? I wish I did. I doubt it's anything to do with the grassroot, at least. I think I should go and check it out, just in case. Please do. Oh, do you know when Rufina's going to be arriving, by the way? This evening, by the sound of it. She said her train's been delayed. When she arrives, can't you just let her know what happened? I'm having a hard time getting the Kevin voice back to where it was. Damn it, Jaegers? Seems like there's anywhere between 5 and 10 of them. But what could they want with a gospel facility to begin with? A gospel facility? The longer they're allowed to be in there, the more danger the kids are in. I'm gonna have to try and handle this alone. A gospel facility, so... Supposedly it's an orphanage, right? It's time to put my combat skills to good use. Interesting that they call it a gospel facility. Chapter 6, The Guardian's Trials. Celeste? Wasn't that the name we saw in those data crystals? That's right. According to those, she was the de facto leader of the group of ancients who sealed away the Aureole. She was also the founder of Liberl's current royal army. Hehe. I'm glad to see the information I left behind and are proving useful to someone. It really did. So then you're really the founder of Liberl's royal family? Not technically. I'm not the real Celestia Auslöser. I think of me as something of a shadow. Or a partial copy of a personality created in order to influence Phantasma from within. How can you only be a partial copy? The truth behind you is apparently more complicated than we thought. You don't appear to be a spirit of some kind, though. I see that now. That is correct. before I try to explain just what I am, I should probably tell you more about what the world we are in is first. You can do that. This should be interesting. As you're aware, the land in which you stand is called Phantasma. This is a world belonging to a higher plane of existence, created several thousands of years ago by the Aureole. Its purpose was to act as a subsystem for the Aureole in order to incorporate and process the will of liberl's populace. One might call it a self-organized world designed to realize countless possible others as necessary. Pardon? You lost me. Yeah, isn't there any simpler way to explain this? Well, while not technically correct, perhaps you could think of it this way. Phantasma is like a fictitious realm created by the Aureole in order to fulfill humanity's every wish and desire. That's better. What exactly qualifies Phantasma as fictitious? I can't help but think it far too real to be a land of pure fantasy. When I say a fictitious world, I don't mean to suggest that Phantasma is a complete lie. It's more like a shadow graph or kaleidoscope. It has its own laws and can change to reflect countless different possibilities. Does this make the concept any easier for you to understand? Somewhat, yes. And suddenly the name Phantasma seems much more appropriate. As I stated previously, it was a subsystem of the Aureole rather than being the Aureole itself, and it helped to grant people's desires. They were separate entities, but effectively like two sides of the same coin. The relationship caught our eye as we were devising the sealing mechanism. You mean the mechanism used to seal away the Aureole? That was also in those data crystals left behind? Exactly. At first we thought our plan would be impossible to execute. After all, the Aureole had absolute control over space itself and was able to influence mankind's every action. Even after coming upon the idea of temporarily freezing it and imprisoning it with a gravity barrier, we had no way to implement our plans. Without that, they were simply ideas with no real meaning. We were effectively at a total loss. You had discovered your foe's weakness, but had no way to take advantage of it. That must have been quite the Sorry, Olivia. That must have been quite the frustrating predicament. Indeed. And yet our perseverance rewarded us with the development of something that could take advantage of the weakness. The Recluse Cube. Is that what this is known as then? Yes, that is the only object in existence able to interact with Phantasma without relying on the Aureole as an intermediary. Celeste used that to create a partial copy of her personality, that is me, inside Phantasma. And once inside, I began working to sabotage Phantasma's functionality by using this garden as my base of operations. As a result of my efforts, the Aureole's processing ability was hindered just long enough for the plan to be executed. He who catches his foe off guard wins the battle. The same principle applies to martial arts too. It sounds like you really put a lot of thought into planning everything. Maybe, but I can't deny that luck played part in the end. Once the Aureole was sealed away, my work was done and I fell into a deep sleep here. My reason being that if the Aureole were ever unsealed, I might be able to provide assistance to the people of that time. I'm pleased you've been able to handle it just fine without my help, however. Luck's played a huge part for us too, though. We're not even sure where the Aureole is now. As far as we're aware, it disappeared during all that happened at the Liberl arc. I thought as much. I was able to confirm the Aureole's disappearance from here within Phantasma too. When I did so, I thought my purpose for existing was finally over, and that all that was left for me and this land was to embrace a slow and peaceful destruction. But that was not to be. Soon the Lord of Phantasma appeared. So that's when it happened. Quite a recent development, I see. The Lord of Phantasma appeared out of nowhere, stealing all of my power before I was even aware of what happened. After doing so, they began to remake Phantasma in accordance to their own designs. Both this world's current structure and the planes that make it up were all the Lord of Phantasma's creations. Looks like your theory was correct, Ren. Still, that makes it sound like... Yeah, so you don't know who that masked bastard is either then? I'm afraid not. Their every action thus far has been a mystery. Ordinarily, they should not have been able to gain access to this world in the first place. And I'm afraid I have no idea what they are trying to achieve by bringing all of you in here and testing you. Well, that's a shame. Yeah, that's the part we want to know most of all. I only wish I could be of more help. The only other thing I can say about them is that I suspect the Lord of Phantasma is currently in the 7th plane. There's a 7th? What makes you think that? That was the first plane they created after appearing in this world. Just what kind of a place that plane is, I don't know. But I can sense dark, inhuman thoughts from there, and they're spreading out across the whole of Phantasma. That doesn't sound good. Then we'll be seeing them after the next one, won't we? Yeah, we just finished the 5th when we came back here. Presuming they're waiting for us on the 7th, the time to fight them head on may not be that far off. I was getting tired of waiting. As was I. It seems the end may finally be in sight. Now if only we had some sort of inkling as to what the Lord of Phantasma is trying to achieve. Actually, I just might. Hi, Kevin. Kevin? You're up? It's good to see you again, Father. You too. Wasn't expecting you of all people to get an invitation here. Or you, for that matter, little lady. I'm sure you weren't. I've got something I want to ask you. But I suppose that can wait until later. Haha, for sure. Are you sure you're feeling alright? Right as rain. I'm feeling just great. All that sleep must have done me a lot of good. And I see you guys made a whole lot of progress while I was out cold too. Yeah. Hey, I'm Kevin Graham. Or maybe I don't need to introduce myself, since you seem to know a thing or two about everyone who's come in here so far. True, I was able to tell what was happening at the liberl from the garden. And out of all the people here, you are the one closest to the truth of what is happening here. Am I wrong? What? No, I don't think you are. I can't pretend to be much of an expert on what Phantasma itself is. But I've got a pretty good idea as to who's responsible for all this. I can only think of one person twisted enough to put us through all we've been through. Wait, is it someone you know? Haha, you could say that, yeah. The short version is, they're a real piece of work. A cunning, arrogant, cold-hearted son of a bitch who doesn't even see people as people. That about sums up who we're dealing with. Sounds like a real awful guy. And who, may I ask, is it that you're talking about? Well, about that. Would you be willing to wait just a bit longer for the answer to that one? I'm pretty sure I'm right, but I'm still missing one last thing that'll let me be completely certain. And I think we'll find out just what that is in the 6th plane. Haha, and here I thought we were finally going to get an answer. Is there a reason you can't share your theory as is? Yeah, I realize I'm asking a lot after we've come so far. But I promise that as soon as I know for sure, I'll talk. I swear on the goddess's name and on the church's emblem. Well, I don't see a reason to say no. Likewise, he's clearly got his reasons. It's not often you ask us for favors, so I can't let it slide. No problem here. If he says wait, I'll wait. I feel as though we can trust your judgment, Kevin, so I have no objections either. Me neither. I don't really care as long as I get to have my fun. I believe we're all in agreement then. Yep, consider this one settled. Thank you. Thanks, guys. Anyway, now that I'm up, I'm also down to take the lead again. And I'd appreciate it if you back me up. No problem. Seems like you're all ready to move on. While you're advancing through the 6th plane, I'll do all that I can on my end to find out more about the 7th. Of course, if you need my support, I'll be happy to provide it through the cube and the monuments as I always have. Now that you mention it, we haven't really thanked you for all the help you've given us since we got here, have we? Thanks, Celeste. We couldn't have done this without you. We truly are in your debt. Please think nothing of it. I am but a shadow, placed here with a duty to fulfill. I believe helping you to be part of that duty. If I may, allow me to help you however I can. Will do. Sorry for worrying you too, Ries, but I'm just fine now. So please, just leave everything to me. I'm begging you. Only if you promise me one thing. What is it? I won't make you promise not to put yourself in danger or to overdo it. But don't do anything that would make Rufina sad. You really know how to hit a guy where it hurts, don't you? So, will you promise? Yeah, I promise. I swear on her name, I won't. Alright. We're back with a full party. Oh my god. Way too many characters in this game.
Okay.
We have way too many choices.
Leave it to Ren.
I think I'm just going with the party that we had last time. But I actually also want to take Ries. This is so frustrating. We only have a party of 4 and have so many characters.
Let's move out.
Okay. Let's go.
Sorry, Joshua. Sorry, Joshua. Alright, Kevin. Can we just give you a wind gem on this one? Impede 1. Memory. And luck. Alright. The gold gem. Yeah, I think that's okay. I think that's fine. That's a fine way to set up Kevin for now. I myself am but a shadow bound by the laws of Phantasma. Such I'm afraid I'm limited in what I can do, but I'll be sure to do all I can to support you in your efforts. Alright. Can we buy something new? Probably for Kevin, right? Yeah, that one's better for Kevin. The rest is pretty much the same, I would say. Yeah, I'm going to keep the rest as is for now. In terms of quartz, we have all of our slots opened up for our main characters so far, which is good. I think we'll just head on to the next plane, I guess. For now, at least. We have 2 more star doors to clear too, right? 3 more. Oh yeah, we have 3 star doors to clear for now. I think that's what we're going to do next time, is going through the rest of the star doors that we have opened up. For now, let me make some progress. The thing is, the star doors and the moon doors are what's going to make this game longer than it actually is right now, because I feel like we're going to get to the 6th plane, which is going to be a gauntlet of sorts, then the 7th plane, which is going to be a gauntlet of sorts, and final boss. And the star doors and moon doors are where most of the runtime of this game is going to be happening. Because we at least have to go through, at least, I would say, 9 more star doors and 1 moon door before the end of the game. This is the warp to the 6th plane, right? Time to hop to it then. Kevin? There's no need for the sad face, Ries. We can't afford to stand around talking here. We need to get moving. Okay then. Isn't this Rommel Pan? So, the next place to be recreated is a scenic route near the Liberian Royal Army's family's villa, Will probably be more dangerous and scenic this time around, though. We should start exploring as much of it as we can, but stay sharp. Alright. Interesting. The one thing that I'm curious about is, why does it have Löwe in there? Why did the Lord of Phantasma feel the need to recreate Löwe? What the fuck are you? What? Okay, I have to fight this thing. What are you? Space. A malicious dwarf fiend who uses shield with blades attached. Targets weak points. A giant evil statue blocks the way and breathes fire at all who get too close. Okay, so this is water and time. Crazy. Ouch. That actually hurts quite a bit. Do we have a craft? I'm killing those two. Can those not be hurt by regular weapon attacks? They have very high defense, it seems. Yeah, okay. So we should probably use arts. Oh, by the way, can Kevin now just use this? Without a drawback, too? Kevin learned Gorgon Arrow. Arc Fencer 2. Estelle learned True Wheel of Time. Also, that gave us a bunch of experience, too. Oh, this is more shaped like a labyrinth. And there's no map to it. Oh, there is a map to it. Okay. This is like a dead end. Oh, this is where we came from. All right, let me map this out. We can go to the right. What are these anyway? A beastman that sees itself as a warrior, fights with poison blade and calls allies. I hate that they are all weak to Mirage and stuff, like Space and Mirage, because like they're all weak to Space and Mirage. Like at least with time, there's a ton of options to attack. But with Space, there's literally just dark matter you can use to attack. And with Mirage, at least we don't have anyone who can use that attack. That is like AoE Mirage. Strong move. Nothing is written on the Novel Monument. Which, you know, kind of sad to see. Silver Gem. Don't you have better things to do? Make one of them vanish. I think we need to... Don't you have better... Okay. I think what they're trying to do here is give us a bunch of level ups with these enemies, because we're getting a whole lot of experience points from this. Also, from this point forward, I'm going to use my S-crafts a little bit more liberally. We can literally fill up our CP to full at the pond every time we go there. Or at least once per plane, right? It's not every time we go there, but it's at least once per plane. So, like, literally, before we go to the final boss of this chapter, we just fill up our CP to full. Every time. That was a death blow by Ren. Alright, these enemies have a lot more defense now. So we need to level up. Fuck it. Not worth it. The face of the monument is glowing and words are visible upon its surface. The Lord of Phantasma does decree, here lies the monochrome schoolhouse. Place your hand in this monument, the white wings among your number. So our friends left us a message, huh? And I'm sure the white wings mentioned here must be referring to... I can only assume it must be a reference to my descendants. You're here. Hehe, there's no need to be alarmed. This is only a shadow of myself that I created to talk to you here. Technically, I'm still in the garden. But now that I've finally some of my strength back, I've gained a few new tricks like this one up my sleeve, so to speak. Oh, well, that's cool. Anyway, I'm right in guessing we'll need to use this monument to proceed. You are indeed. It appears to be a kind of gate connecting this area and another realm created by the Lord of Phantasma. However, in order to activate it, you will need to have a certain member of your team with you. No doubt they work in a similar way to the doors scattered throughout Phantasma. Makes sense. So in this case, we're going to need to have Princess Claudia, right? I'd say so, yes. The other monument in this area will likely also serve as gates to other areas requiring different team members. But as it stands, none of the others are active. I presume you'll need to travel through this gate and finish the area beyond it first. Got it, we'll work our way through. Well, I wish you the best of luck. Should you require my aid, I will be in the garden. Alright. Okay, time to head back to the garden then, I guess. Yep, we need to explain what's going on to Chloe ASAP. Alright. I'm not against the idea, because we have a ton of characters. So at least forcing us to use a certain type of character once in a while is okay. The only problem I see with that system is that Chloe is level 106 compared to level 121 the other two are. And she's not fully equipped. Hi everyone, Celeste kindly explained the situation to me while you were away. You need my help in order to keep going, don't you? Oh, you've been filled in already. Great, saves us time explaining. I'm ready to leave as soon as you are. So just say the word when you're ready to go. Got it. We'll head out as soon as we're done prepping then. So yeah, Chloe is absolutely not equipped, and yeah, her strength is kind of abysmal. One thing I hope I can make this up with is... I'm not going to get enough quartz to do this. Yeah, I'm not going to get a water gem or a sapphire gem out of this, so she has to do with whatever we have. I'm thinking up something. I'll definitely set her to heal. So I'm giving her a Mind 4 at the center. And another water quartz right here. And another water quartz right here. So I definitely need a space quartz, right? So I'm using EP Cut 2. EP Cut 2 is good. Then I'm using a Falcon Eye, and she can get a shield free if she wants to. and an evade free to get lateral. She's just going to be a healer fully, because with her setup and her equipment, she's absolutely not going to do anything of substance in this fight. Sadly. Oh my god, the 6th plane is huge! I just saw that. Look at all those monuments we can get here. What? This one seems to have final dungeon quality, huh? Well, we'll be here a while. That could be the areas, yeah. I've not been here. Ouch. Ouch! Oh my god! Chloe jumped so many levels. She's got 9,999 experience just from this. I think I went the wrong way. Over here? To be fair, this place has always confused me to no end. Probably wasn't great using Ren's ultimate ability here. Yeah, I mean, they also want me to use those under-leveled party members, so I think it's fine that they do it this way, to be honest. How's our status looking? Not great for most of us. Is this the one? The Lord of Phantasma does decree, here lies the monochrome schoolhouse. Touch the monument. Oh, I accidentally pressed step away. Let me save real quick while we're at it. Is each of our characters going to have a moment? That would be weird. What the Royal Academy? But everything's been drained of color. It did say the monochrome schoolhouse, so and now we know what monochrome schoolhouse was supposed to mean. Sure is creepy to be in a world of black and white like this, though. I feel the same way. Even if it is creepy, however, we still have to explore the grounds from the top to bottom, so we may as well get started. There are 5 buildings in all: the main building, the clubhouse, the girls' dorm, the boys' dorm, and the auditorium. There's also the old schoolhouse, which is accessible via the path at the back of the main grounds. Good to know. We're going to need to keep an eye out for the knights prowling around too. Right. Got it. I can't wait to see what we find. So this is the point in the game where they want me to switch around party members quite a bit, right? Fish skewers. Spider looks at you angrily for disturbing its living room. How strong are these guys? I actually want to know. Alright. These are weak to time magic. Yep. Oh, fuck off. Okay, there was no point in really fighting that one, huh? Oh, there's a star door. Mirror comes and mirror goes. Sometimes it may be lost, but at times that loss can be regained manifold. Offer 50,000 mirror to me, only then shall the door open. Nope. I'll probably have to grind for that. At least you can easily grind for mirror. Let's have this one vanish to get the crit turn. That Shadow Spear from Ren is super strong. By the way. Alright. I haven't used chains in a while, it feels like. Like, are they even worth it at this point? Do they even do a lot of damage? Because I've just been spamming arts like usual in these games. You know what I mean? What the fuck was that? What? We turned it back to normal? Fuck. Alright, let's get this over with.
We're good to go.
One's up here. I have some ideas for you, but I'm keeping it close to my chest. Sorry. That is for Chloe. Very strong. Oh my god, that actually makes her physical attacks almost viable. So this is a red one. These are all blue ones. So if I defeat this one...
Pay attention or I'll hit you.
Oh my god, Chloe. Let's use also Lichtkreis to just get our HP back.
Well, that takes care of that.
We're getting up there in level. Seems. So we have to fight one of them. What the fuck was that? Oh, because I left, this guy respawned. Alright. This one at the top is gone. You know what? The thing is, they seem to have improved crafts as the series continues. In this game's, the crafts are almost viable, you know? Here we go.
Not bad.
Chloe lernt Sturm free here. Honestly, I don't see a rhyme or reason on how this works, to be honest. So this is the auditorium. This is the main school building. Oh, this is the Where the fuck am I? $10,000 mirror. Think outside the box. Or chest. You know what also is crazy? This music reminds me a lot of Xenoblade Chronicles 1. I don't know if I'm just imagining it, but it had some RFC vibes. Alright. Let's use Shadow Spear. I can't believe Shadow Spear is still as goated as it was in the second game. In the second game, I used Shadow Spear all the time. Look at the crazy, like, just look at this turn order, you know? Attack up, crits, double attack, crits. What the fuck is going on with that turn order?
Well, that takes care of that.
Give me one boss fight with a similar turn order. When I'm in a boss fight, I never get crit turns because that would like turn my S-crafts into like instant killers. You know?
Nicely done.
Items. No, Chloe. Heal yourself real quick. Let's get up top first. School studies classroom. Social studies classroom. That was Chloe's classroom, right? Natural sciences. Serum capsule. Victim's memoirs. I ate my friend today. What else was I supposed to do? I was starving. We both were, and there was no food here, so we decided together that one of us should try and live just a little bit longer. I still have about 1 hour left today, by the way. Let's make most of it. Alright. There we go. God damn it. The fact that Kevin doesn't do anything is kind of frustrating. There we go. I can already see this is going to be a long one. This is going to be a long dungeon. Thanks for that death turn. I love all death blows. Death blow turns are my favorite. Faculty lounge. Tornado fan. We ran out of ideas for messages, so take this treasure instead. What does the tornado fan do? Prevents poison freeze. Okay. Dean's office. Nothing in here, huh? So yeah, the only one we haven't fought is this guy. So far. So I don't know. And this guy. Love me some death blow turns. Yay. Fuck me. I swear to God. Just vanish. And it always hits Estelle too. Poor girl. At least I have a few reviving bombs on me. There we go. Let's just pummel him to death, shall we? Wait, this one respawns. I think we haven't beaten this one. But let me get a lateral real quick on everyone. Before we enter this one. You know what? I don't care anymore. The quicker Kevin gains CP, the easier it is to just deal with everyone. Shadow Spear. This guy. At least it should do decent damage because it's a crit turn. There we go. You know, playing on speed up all the time is actually feels very nice because you actually get a lot accomplished. I love that this game has speed up. I think I mentioned that before on another Trails in the Sky stream. But I love that these games have... I genuinely love that these games have speed up. 10,000 mirror again. Someone carved a smiley face in the bottom. It was you. Alright, Chloe. And I mean, you have a ton of battles here too. Renland Calamity Throat too. There's like so many battles in this game. that it would be extremely painful to not have speed up. Gargan armor. I was filled with something once, but now there's nothing, all because of you. I'm going to put this on Kevin, because he actually needs it too. This guy in the back is going to die. On a guard turn. Fuck me. Yeah, I thought I was cool, but I'm not.
I'll save you.
Shadow Spear. I think Kevin has an item equipped that lets him gain more CP, I think. That's why he gets so much CP. I'm going to keep that on him for now. That was close. Okay, then the boys' dorm. You know what?
Well, that takes care of that.
Alright. Why is he hiding in the back there? Tomato fondue. Did you know Treads in the Sky's Japanese name is Sora no Kiseki? I knew that. But the Japanese team has fully endorsed the English name to the point where it's used in the cover of Sora no Kiseki manga in Japan. Well, that's an interesting factoid. You know? Ren, work your magic, please. Thank you, Ren. Ren, most useful party member so far. She dishes out ton of damage.
Well, that takes care of that.
I think it was in here, right? Okay, so the red one respawns all the time, but we need to kill all of the black ones. Easy. I think Shadow Spear is just better in general. Alright. They're getting a lot of favorable turns here. Thank God for Estelle. Where would we be without Estelle? Alright.
That takes care of that.
So we've done... Ah, there's a monument. Alright. Did we beat all of the black ones here? There's a red one. I don't care about the red ones. They are actually... The red ones are actually weaker because Kevin can actually hurt them. I don't actually care about them at all. They're just good for refilling my S-crafts, to be honest. Oh. Mute 2. Excuse your thievery is as wooden as I am. I think that's everything. The thing is, I think we've done everything, basically, right? We got the 4 buildings to the sides. And we got the central building, so all of these buildings are freed. They basically have their color back. I mean, the only thing is like the old schoolhouse. Door is locked. Oh, there's 2 chests here. Step right up, step right up. Grab your free item today. Not you, sir. You've already got yours. Leave some for the others. Another 10,000 mirror. I asked you to do this. Do you love me? Oh, okay, that's part of the story. I have 40,000 mirror right now. I could almost open the star door. I actually did not want to leave here. Do I have to read it again? Do I have to redo this whole thing over again? Could have just swapped there too, I think. Right. I think all of those respawn, the red ones, right? The thing is, I completely searched every area, I think. I should probably use Chloe's damaging icecraft. I know sometimes. Fuck it. I'm just using Sylphan Guard here just so I can get the death blow turn to Kevin. Alright. Chloe almost died there. Ornaments. You know what? I can just restore my health. Right in the middle here. Okay, so there's... I still find Ren as a character very funny. I like her. And I think... that's why she's still such a big part of the series, I guess, right? Fuck it. I actually have no idea where I'm supposed to be going. Like, I brought the color back to all of these rooms. Is there something in these classrooms that changed? Or the principal's office? Or is this something that I'm really missing? These guys always respawn, right? Oh. What? Okay, this is absolutely confusing me right now. So you can turn them back into monochrome. I have absolutely no clue what's going on here anymore. If there's a thing that they want me to do here, I don't get it at all. I thought we're slowly turning this whole thing back into color, and that's what you do. Yeah, I'm kind of stumped, to be honest. Can I talk to my party members about it? Probably not. so weird. But I didn't find anything in any of these rooms. I'm guessing it's at the back of the old schoolhouse, too. Right? But how does this door open? Like, when does this door open? Like, do we turn these rooms all back into monochrome rooms? And then the path to the old schoolhouse opens back up? I have absolutely no clue what we're supposed to be doing here. Where is it? An area that I missed? I mean, I've made it into the... They said they have 4 areas, right? 5 areas. Which is the auditorium, the clubhouse over here. Then the boys' dorm. The girls' dorm over here. And the auditorium and the main schoolhouse, right? And that was the areas that I... So we do it.
Nicely done.
I'm turning them all back now. I have no idea what this will, like, bring, but... Okay, still. Double tap this guy.
I'll save you.
Shadow Spear. The problem is I do not want to have to fight him all over again. Now I kind of have to, but you know what I mean? Not good. Oh. Ugh. I really thought I was stuck there. Oh my god. Kevin, don't scare me like that. Kevin, don't scare me like that, please. I still can't get in there. I actually don't want to have to fight all of you again. Is there something that I should find in the... The problem is now I have to fight them all over again, and it's not great. I could have made more of that. Like, the battles got kind of boring, I have to say. So, yeah, this guy's still here. That's kind of the problem, you know, because the battles are relatively boring now. Fuck it. There we go. I really thought turning all of these areas into, like... Like, turning all of these areas back is what's going to do it. But apparently not. You know, I thought at least the characters would say something if I was on the right track. But apparently... Apparently they just keep quiet. Alright, I'm super stumped on how to do it. If you have a hint, please please tell me. Wait a second. I think I know what's going on. Alright. It is as dumb as that. We'll have to do what we already did. That gave me a hint. It didn't outright give me the answer, but they gave me the internet gave me a hint real quick. God. Welcome to the stream. 31. We have around 30 minutes left in today's stream. Come on. If these didn't have as much HP and everything, it would be over so much quicker. And they're getting all of the crit turns too. Go for it, Kevin. All right. There we go. I just gifted them a crit turn for no reason. There we go. You know, I just wish we would have a little bit more leverage against these guys. In terms of the physical department, we could just beat them down like crazy. But they have a little bit of high... I would say they have high defense. At least high enough so that Kevin doesn't do anything with a physical attack. So all of this slows this project way down. Oh god. There we go. I met him on a guard turn. Fuck me. I need to pay better attention. Honestly, plane 6, we're not going to leave until very far into the game. It's probably going to be like another 3 streams until we even leave this plane. I have a feeling. Lichtkreis free. All right. So the last one is the auditorium. Oh, I still had the chance to. I didn't look at the turn order for that one. I still had the chance to insta-kill one of them anyway. Should have probably taken that. I should probably try to use my arts to shorten this process. God damn it. All right. Tomorrow I have a double feature planned, by the way. I'll be trying to play Fire Emblem 7. Oh god. Tomorrow. In the morning. Fire Emblem 7 tomorrow morning, and then Pragmata in the early evening, somewhat. You know. I really want to get through Pragmata relatively quickly if I can. But Pragmata has been like one of those, like... Pragmata has been in a weird place because I absolutely adore the game. But it also takes a slot away from other games. But yeah. Something we should be able to finish within a few days. A few streams. Okay. Now out here... Let's run from these. We need to also defeat all of the Black Knights and none of the Red Knights in here, out here. That's what I was doing wrong. I was defeating the Red Knights too, I think. At least I think that's what it was. And that's why it hasn't changed out here. At least that's literally my last try until I call this bugged. Is there another Black Knight here? There is. Alright. That should have done it, right? Please tell me. Finally. Oh my god. Let me restore real quick while we're at it. That took longer than I needed to. I almost thought you guys weren't gonna show up. Who was this? Huh? What? The Ravens? Do you guys like just seeing a ghost or something? That's surprised to see us here, huh? Who are you guys? I've never seen you before. There are a bunch of delinquents from the group that hangs around Ruan called the Ravens. What are you doing here? Damned if we know. All of a sudden we just were. Wait, are you implying? We're not real by the looks of it. We're just imitations of our real selves, created by someone or something to do battle with you. That's all we're here for. So you're copies of real people created here, like Celeste then. Although, unlike her, it was a lot of Phantasma that created you, maybe. And if that's the case, you're not gonna let us go without a fight, huh? Can't say I've got anything against you guys, but fighting you is what we're here for, so yep. And if we can't go against this, we might as well enjoy it. Time to show off how much stronger we've gotten since that red-headed bastard started working us to the bone. Huh, Agate must be a real slave driver to fire you up this much. If we have no choice, then let's fight with all we have. I can't help but wonder how we, of all folks, ended up being created here to fight you. Guess it's just fate or something. Just don't even think of holding back. Come at us with all you got. You got it. They sure are a hot-blooded bunch, aren't they? I mean, alright. 4,000. A young bracer with the Ruan Guild. They've all become bracers, I guess. Well, let's see what you think of this. All right. Don't get so full of yourself. All right. scary when cornered. They're actually not that hard, not that easy. Yeah, I think Agate would have probably had extra dialogue. But there's actually no indication that you should even get him at this point. Oh, you guys are going to love Renede. You guys just going to love this. Okay, they resist KO. You know what? I'm going to use that crit turn. $11K. That was almost a waste. Almost. I wanted to actually interrupt his command move that he did there. That's why I did it. But yeah, 11K would have gone a long way. Can I impede you? I can. Alright, that makes a lot of it easier. There we go. After all that fighting we did before, that was relatively easy. Crud. Ooh, you got us good. Yeah, looks like we're gonna have to get a hell of a lot stronger if we wanna rank up to being senior bracers. Hey, there's no need to be hard on yourselves. You put up a damn good fight. I agree, you did very well. Yeah, you guys really went all out. I'm surprised you ended up becoming bracers, but you've shown what you got. You've shown you got what it takes in my eyes. Ooh, praise from Estelle. Now there's something that'll put me in a cloud 9 for at least a week. Either way, it looks like our role in this world is over now. We've got no way of telling if our real selves are even going to be aware of what happened here. But, well, if you run into us in the real world again, say hi, okay? Don't get cocky cause you won, though. The guy waiting up ahead is nastier than we could dream of. You're not going to stand a chance if you don't give everything you've got. They just vanished. They left us some pretty useful advice, at least. They seem too nice to be delinquents, if you ask me. Anyone else feel like the purple-haired guy parting words were on the ominous side? We're heading towards the old schoolhouse, right? That's right, it's a stone building that was used by the academy until a few decades ago. It's no longer in use these days. I'm not sure who Rocco was referring to, but it sounds like we should make sure we're ready before going inside. Are these all going to be related to Ouroboros? Like, could it be that we're going to be facing Blue Blanc in there? It would make sense if Löwe is like the last one. You know, that we're going to be facing all of the members of Ouroboros. Would be kind of a little bit lazy though. You know, because they're basically recycling the old Ouroboros fights. I have been anticipating your arrival. Oh, what? What the? Philip? Okay, it's not Ouroboros. Congratulations on your victory outside. Now that you've done so, I will be serving as your next opponent. Holy shit, this is like twisted in a sort of way, you know? I kind of like it. I'm assuming you're a copy of the real Philip too. Indeed I am, and because of that I've no choice but to point my blade at even you, your highness, knowing full well how unforgivable that act is. As the first guardian, I, Philip Brunel, the Sword Fox and former captain of the Royal Guard, challenge you to battle. I never thought I'd see the day we'd have to fight against Philip. I prayed this day would never come. After all you've done for Duke Dunan, it brings me great pain to be forced into this position. Still, this is apparently how fate would have it. I beg that you don't hold back on my account. Wouldn't dream of it. If it's something we gotta do anyway, then I'm gonna go all out. It's been a while since we last saw each other, huh? Oh my god. Real! Ren was shredding through the castle with the other Ouroboros guys. So it has. I remember you well, fair lady. Oh, I bet you do. The way you fought was very impressive. But you spent all your time fighting Walter and Bluebank. You didn't spare any playtime for me at all. I hope you're going to make up for all this time. I can only hope that I don't disappoint. Very well, if this is how it must be, I won't hesitate. We accept your challenge. Alright, what does he have with him? Emerald Servant, a weapon that operates according to Philip's thoughts. Paralyzes foes with electricity. These have 16k each, and he has 38,000. He's not weak to anything, and those are not weak to anything too. They're all the same type. What do we cast with Chloe? Ren. Blood Circle is too far away. I think I'm going to use Shadow Spear. What the fuck? Holy fuck, was that his S-Craft? Alright, clock up EX. Let's do it on Chloe too. They are going to all use their arts, and it's going to hurt a lot. That one right in front of Estelle is going to immediately destroy her. Yeah. I approached this fight completely falsely. Alright. These other ones are going to make things difficult, I feel like. Alright. Lichtkreis free. Alright. I'm going to give Estelle an item just so she doesn't die again. I kind of want to get rid of these in the back row. Even though Philip is like destroying us, kind of. But if I can get rid of these in the back row, I think we'll be in for a better time. But they're obviously immune to everything again, you know? $2K, $5K. Yeah, I don't know. Latira should be enough. I could, but I think burning them down is not more important. Okay. Also getting Chloe back is also important, which is not great. Let me at least Shadow Spear one of them. Those are going to hurt a lot. Oh my god, Chloe is so late. Yeah, Estelle's down. Alright. There's only 2 of them left. I'm going to have Chloe attack because she actually needs some CP if she wants to revive us still. Oh my god. Alright. We should probably try to revive Estelle. Alright. The death of Chloe. That was a bad idea. That was a very bad idea. How many more times can we do this, old man?
We're good to go.
There we go. Everyone gets experience. Perhaps this was inevitable. I'm simply not young enough to pose a challenge to you anymore, I fear. He was super strong. I have to give him that. You've gotta be kidding me. I can only hope age is that kind to me. Your strength is nuts. Yeah, that was incredible. Well, I'd say that qualifies as making up for last time. There's no need to try and flatter me. Regardless, while I may not have been able to pose a challenge to you, I'm sure the other guardians will. Be sure not to let your guard down against them, even for a moment. Well, bear that in mind, Philip. Thank you. Now, if you'll excuse me, I think it's time for me to depart. Once I disappear, the next path should open. It is my hope that you will all overcome the remaining trials and return from this place safe and well. Holy shit. I have a feeling this is going to take a while. This plane. He's one hell of a tough butler. Indeed. Is everyone ready to move on to the next area? I'm guessing we'll be able to access that from the scenic route, like we did this one. Let's go see which of the other monuments is activated. Got it. Can we, like, get any more items? I'd like to scavenge a little bit. There we go. More sepith. I'll always take that. The words rene, rend, and end combine to make what exactly? Be sure to keep this hint in mind. T-anklet. Did you know Ein's name was originally translated as Anne in the novel Cornelia? His name dropped the meaning to her name, which is one in German. That's why it's respectfully back to Ein now. This is the last moon door, it seems. Happiness comes in many forms and can be interpreted in many ways. Present to me a form of happiness you have obtained. Only then shall the door open. Apparently I can open this one. Alright. At least we found that. These doors, I swear to God, are so damn well hidden. Okay, we can't move the statue in here. Punisher. Wow. At least they gave us a better weapon for Kevin. I kind of like that. Alright. Yeah, I feel like we're going to be here in this plane for a while. And we found the last moon door too, I think. So yeah. Let's get back to Hermit's Garden real quick. I think this is where I need to end for today. There we go. But yeah, I think we found the last moon door. Yep, moon door 5. That's the last one. So you know what that means next time. I'm going to at least do moon door number 5. It seems like we could open the moon door number 5. At least it's said that we can. If we really can open it, I'd love to do it. Just so we can get the last moon door out of the way. You know? So that's going to be it for next time. And then we'll see what else we're going to be leaving with. Alright, here we are. Thanks for joining me today. I had a lot of fun. As I said, tomorrow I'm going to do a double whammy of Fire Emblem 7 and Pragmata. And if I can, I would like to return to you guys on Wednesday with this game. Because Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, those 4 days, and Monday for that extension, I don't know if I can stream at all. I would like to stream sometimes on those days, but I'm not 100% sure I can make the time because I'm spending time with my family on those days. So if I'm ever going to announce a stream for those days, I'm going to do that. I'm going to do that as time moves on. But tomorrow the double stream, and on Wednesday the Trails in the Sky third stream should be relatively secure. You know. So yeah. That's all I have to say for today. Thank you guys so much for watching. I had a lot of fun, as usual, with this game. This game always fascinates me. It's incredible. I don't know what to say. I just love this series so much. By the way, the main theme for this song, the opening theme for this song, the opening theme for this song, for this game. Every time I'm playing this game, that opening theme song gets into my head. Immediately, you know? I don't know what it is. But yeah. It just is in my head and plays the entire time, the entire day before I'm streaming this game. It's crazy. But yeah. Alright guys, I'll be back tomorrow, and I'm hoping you guys will too. So if you're on YouTube, please leave the like and subscribe as usual. And if you are on Twitch, please, I would really enjoy a follow. Also, please watch my streams on Twitch. I have been noticing that on Twitch, I'm not getting the following that I need. I have enough followers. Don't mistake me. But I need to actually have at least a few people watching the stream every time in order to get like partnership with Twitch or whatever that is. The first tier, right? Like that's literally the only thing that's keeping me from getting the first tier of partnership with Twitch is I need to have at least 4 people like watching me every time, every stream. But yeah, that's one I'm trying to achieve, you know, currently. But on YouTube, we're doing fine. We're doing absolutely fine. So yeah. Again, thank you guys for everything, and I'll see you next time. Trilightning out.